Meet Linus, who is curious, friendly, and playful. Then there's Elmer, who is laid back, quiet, and gentle. And Bunny, youthful, shy, and loving. Speaking of Bunny, well, there's bunnies. And kitties. And Dog Alley, all on Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL.
A cookie. What's this? Sit. Alright, so our first doggy we're going to meet today is Linus, and he very quickly became a favorite of mine. As you can see, he's handsome as a devil. I mean, I can't get over. Show him your face. Look at that. Look at this underbite, people. Look at those jowls, people. Jowls, however you pronounce it. Look at all that. He's hilarious. He's probably between the ages of 3 and 5, but he's a little hard to age because he's so high energy. And when I say that, I mean because he's like going, jumping crazy in the kennel, all this stuff. So we thought at first that maybe he was a puppy because he had so much energy, so excited all the time. He loves everybody he meets. He's very playful. Usually that means that they're pretty young. But he's got a decent amount of tartar on his teeth. So he's definitely over 2. So I would age him a little bit older, but it's also possible that he just kind of has bad teeth because maybe he didn't chew on a lot of stuff as he's been younger. So he could be as young as 2 with just a little bit rough teeth. He could be as old as 5 with more average teeth. But he's definitely full grown, definitely an adult, definitely a sweetheart who's kind of set in his ways. He does know how to sit, as you'll see, but oh my goodness, he's a favorite of mine, you guys. I can't say enough good stuff about him. So far, he's been pretty good around cats. We can walk him right by their cages. He kind of like looks at them but doesn't show too much interest. Doesn't mean he wouldn't possibly chase them in a home, but I'm definitely not seeing any like hatred or aggression. He did come to us as a stray, so we have no knowledge of his background prior to here. I would have no concerns putting him with children. He seems to love everybody he meets. He is a little bit of a jumper. Like, he met Bob and he was just all over him, didn't want to leave him alone, wanted to jump all over him and see what he was all about. So maybe slightly bigger children, just so he doesn't knock them down.
I'm a bigger children.
Yeah. But behaviorally, I have no major concerns about kids. Other dogs, for the most part, he seems curious. Definitely seems to like females better than males. So it would just depend on your dog and how they get along. But I definitely think there's potential for him to have a dog friend. He is just awesome. But I will say, he is very stressed here in the kennel. Bob made note of it, and you can see it on him. He does have a pretty large gash on his leg. Every once in a while, he gets scratches and rips open his jowls up by his face. When he was in a standard kennel here, if you know what they look like, they're mostly, the hard kennel. There's some plastic that's sometimes broken that he can scratch himself on, things like that. He was kind of hurting himself because he was jumping so high in the kennel, and then as he would fall, it would catch and scratch on stuff. But thankfully, we just moved him into his own room. He has what we call the petting room because our long-term dog, Lucian, found a home in the last couple of days. So we are hoping that adoption goes well, and now Linus gets that whole room to himself, and he is much cleaner and much happier in there, and there's nothing he can like jump up and hurt himself on.
He's got a microwave and jacuzzi in
Yeah,
there.
pretty much he's got his own little apartment. So we're hoping that's going to be a better fit for him. All in all, I love him, and I know he is going to be a very good dog once he's away from here, de-stresses, and he is just going to love up on you. So I really, really hope he gets adopted soon. Somebody come meet him. You gotta get a close up of that face. That underbite is just killing me. Come here. Come on. What's it?
So, whoever adopts this dog is going to have to go to an orthodontist.
Good boy. He's got a handsome face. Can you get up here? Come here. Sit. Wait. Wait. You sit. All the way. You're not sitting all the way. You're doing a half sit right now. All the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Good boy.
We're going to give it to him before he stands up again.
All right. He's a good boy. You get another one? You get another one. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I don't know what it is about the underbite. They just reel me in every time. He's got big old eyes. They bug out of his head when he's really like interested in something. Yeah. He likes to play tug. He likes to chase stuff around. I mean, he won me over, you guys. He's so handsome. Let's go play.
That's...
Look at him. I grip this. I will shred this.
I'm fickle.
I know.
Actually, I'm Bob.
A fine balance.
Yeah.
Hi. Shaky, shaky. Yeah. Who's that?
He's got a very fashionable walk. Taking up modeling.
Ooh.
Who's out there? Somebody you know?
Look at it. Oh, man. Good boy.
Yeah. He likes
don't
the
bring it
ball.
back. You're a little rough on the bring it back part.
No, he just dumped it over there.
Sit. Sit. Come here. Sit. You don't want to sit for it? Other doggies sit for it. Sit. Yes. You lost it because you looked away. Oh, good boy. Here you go. Oh, good boy. That's it. All gone. He's like, I don't believe you. I know you have a whole pouch. Come on. This good boy here is Elmer. Now, I haven't introduced you guys to him yet. He has been here for a little while, but honestly, I thought that he would get adopted quicker. So I haven't brought him out yet. But now he's still here, still with us after a few months, so I figured now's his turn. He is an older gentleman. We have him aged at about 7. Again, our science is not perfect. It's purely based on energy level and their teeth quality and kind of how they behave. He also is Lyme positive, I believe. Let me check that really quick. So our boy Elmer here, he is Lyme positive, so that can also kind of affect his behavior and make the aging a little bit more difficult. He overall is a very laid back dude. He keeps his kennel very clean. He sleeps most of the afternoon. He is very neutral with other dogs. He's like curious about them, but not over the top about it. If he were to have a dog friend, I would say someone on the more chill side. I don't see him loving like a crazy puppy energy kind of dog. But if you've got other senior dogs in your home, I wouldn't see that being a problem at all. He actually did go to our Boo Wow Canine Carnival event and did really well there, liked everybody he met. We thought he'd get some interest there because a couple people met him and liked him, but nobody came back for him to meet him. So we have suggested him to quite a few people, but just no perfect fit yet. So I would really, really like to get him a home sooner rather than later. Again, as far as cats and kids go, we're not 100% sure, but I don't have any concerns personally. He is missing quite a bit of fur on his backside and on the backs of his legs and his tail area. It's likely from having fleas at some point in his life. They went untreated for a while. He lost some fur. We're not having much success with getting it to grow back, probably just due to his age. But I could see once he gets in a home, really gets that TLC that he needs. Maybe there's special like oils and lotions and things to kind of help re-stimulate that. Or it might not, just because he's an older dude. But he definitely seems, he's a happy dog. He loves treats. Clearly he's been sitting at my feet this entire time waiting. But he's just a really good, overall good boy. So he definitely deserves a home. If you've got you're not a super active family, you're just hanging out at the house, you just want a buddy, he seems like the type he'd go out and go potty and come right back in, not give you any troubles about that. He's just easygoing, good boy. So someone better come scoop him up. Yeah. You go up the stairs over here. Here. Come here. Oh, you don't have to jump. Here. Make it easier on yourself.
Yeah.
Here, go. Sit. Oh, so handsome. Good boy. Good boy. Not so sure about that. What about this? Stuffy. It's really gross. Really gross. Really gross stuffy. Yeah, not so sure about that either. He might be the type that likes to play with a person. Like if I'm gonna tease him, he'll play along. But when he's on his own, nothing. I never really see him chewing on doing anything, So he must just like to play with.
What do you like, pack of cards?
Yeah.
Maybe he likes Yahtzee or something like that.
I play checkers. How about that?
Chess. Let's go all the way here.
Yes. Did you really need to look at his nose up in the air?
Yeah.
He caught the scent of something. Good boy. What? He has such he just looks at you with such kind eyes. He has a kind face. And so he comes up and he's just looking at me like, do you have any more treats? Yes, I sure do. Sit. Do you know anything else? Do you know lay down? No. Sit. Down. Oh, you almost did it. Do you know shake? Paw. Nothing else. Just sit. That's okay. He takes it so gentle. What a good boy. Can you catch it? Here's another challenge. Can you catch it? Ready? He almost did. I bet if it were a bigger piece, he would have got it.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Here's a bigger one. Ready? Sit. No, I said sit. Ready? Yay! Oh, our sweet bunny girl. She certainly is something special. Although shy dogs are not an odd occurrence here. Hers is just a little bit misleading sometimes, especially with just kennel staff or just someone that she already knows and trusts. She is the sweetest, all over you, excited, happy, confident dog you'll ever meet. And then sometimes certain things just scare her a little more than others. I wouldn't have thought she really had an issue with strangers because she warmed up to everyone at the kennel really quickly. And then we had her meet a family that has some kids, And the kids definitely made her a little bit nervous. Not necessarily in a negative way. I think just all the craziness of the running. She didn't even know what to think of it. So she's probably just never been around kids in her life, or she's had negative experiences. So I would recommend a family with older kids only for her, with the caveat that I do think that as she warms up and learns to trust her family, she'll be able to be around young kids in the future.
I have an observation here. Do you see where a family has a dog for several years, and then they have a baby, and they bring the baby home, and the dog is automatically protective of the baby, and they become fast friends and stuff?
Yeah. So I think that's definitely a possibility for her too. She'll just learn that, if they're with my family, we're good. They're my family too. That kind of stuff. As far as other dogs go, she seems very, very curious. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to lay down?
I've never seen a dog that wanted to hang around up there before.
McCoy likes to go up there.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
He hangs out there during the day. But yeah, hi, honey. I think she likes it because she can watch us. She can sit there and watch what we're doing. I forgot what I was saying.
How about other dogs?
Oh, yes, other dogs. So she seems really sweet and curious about them. I think she'd be a great playmate, especially with another male. Her and Linus...
She's a female.
Yeah, she's a female. So her and Linus, actually, I think would be a good pairing of dogs, actually. They've met, through the fence, and they seem to really like each other. She is fixed. She's ready to go, up to date on all her shots. As far as kitties go... If she's this big of a scaredy cat, she probably would be good with cats because she'd be more scared of them than they are of her. So I could totally see her. Same thing, I think she'd come around to them over time. But at first, I think she's just going to be like, oh no, why are these little things running around? If you have any kitties. Overall, I just think she's too sweet to be here. I don't want to see her in her kennel anymore. She curls up in her bed and gives you the biggest puppy dog eyes. I just want to get her into a home soon. On the younger side, so lots of energy, very adventurous, I think. She can really go along with you on hikes or whatever you want to do. Bunny, come here. Bunny girl. Bunny hops, bunny hops. Bunny hops. Crazy. Here, Cookie. Sit down. Here. Sit. 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 Little girl. You don't want to sit? Here. Take him. Just take him now. Get your butt. Get your butt. Yeah. What do you smell? Go get it. Go get it. Hi. Where you going? I'm right here. Rebellion. Rebellion against Ash like that. Yes, there you go. Barely, just barely. Here, I got more. That treat's not good enough. It's not worth it. I already know that's what she's saying.
Hot dogs and cheese. If they could all talk, that's what they'd say.
Willing to go up and say hi. But every time she sees you readjust and stuff, she's like, no sir. Big girl, come here. Can I get you up here? Let's see.
Well, it's not like she doesn't want to go upstairs.
Yeah. I do like when they check the bridge out though. I think it's cute. What's up,
She goes upstairs on her terms.
She the boss. She the boss. I can get you there. It's okay. Getting all muddy. Getting all muddy. Okay, come here. Ready? Follow me for cookie. Come on, everybody else did it.
Welcome to Ask Ashley. If she looks a little older, it's because she's had a birthday.
I am older.
But I also want to mention that there's been a lot of communication on the Facebook page, APL asking for volunteers to help, and more
Fosters.
food and foster and all. It's always important, but it's really has been the last few weeks, I would say.
Yes.
And so why is that? That's a pretty blanket statement.
So we recently had a humane case where we took in, it was 9 dogs, 18 cats, and 45 bunnies. To put that into comparison, this facility, we really only just started our small animal program within the last year, or maybe a year and a half. We usually only house 2 to 3 bunnies at a time because that's all that we really have the space for.
But you have 45.
And then we had 45 in a day. And I say space like that because I think people don't realize that even though bunnies can be kept in like small cages, they do need room to roam naturally. I mean, they're, partially a wild animal. Not that these are ones that can be released into the wild, but they need the space to roam a room or a playpen or a fenced-in area outside. I know people that get little playpens specifically for outside for their bunnies. So we definitely don't have the space or time to give all 45 bunnies time out of their cages right now. It was a very big undertaking. We had to work really hard together as a team to get all the animals here safely, get their intakes done, make sure they're all labeled properly so that we don't get anybody confused. Luckily, a lot of the bunnies, they don't look alike. Like, they're not all related or anything like that. They're all very different bunnies for the most part. And we have had a ton of fosters step up recently that have they'll take 2 or 3 each, and that's not bad. That's an hour of cleaning a day, let's say, versus I cleaned all 45 bunnies by myself the next day they were here. It took me all day. My entire work day was cleaning bunnies.
Did you expect that? It was like, well, I'll do this and then I'll do that.
No, I knew. I knew it was going to take that long. Bunnies are very messy, if you don't know, and very smelly. And by the time,
would you like to adopt one?
And by the time that I would clean and finish one portion of the room, I could have gone back and restarted because they're very messy. But honestly, the messiness, it's not even necessarily them being gross. They're very happy. They're so happy to be out of where they were. You'd set their kennel up and put the fresh food in there and stuff, and they'd start tossing it all around and mushing in their blankets, and it's cute. They're playing. So they're happy bunnies. So I can't even be mad about it. They can all be handled. They can all be, they're curious, they're sniffy, so they've got great personalities. So if anyone out there, if you've been interested in bunnies, been thinking about it, come talk to us. We do have a care guide we can give you and what we recommend. Typically, we would not adopt any animals that are not fixed. But bunnies are a whole special case. They're very fragile to anesthesia and to the tubing down their throat and stuff like that. So fixing them is not only a little bit more dangerous than a dog or a cat, it's also more expensive. We don't really have any vets in the area that do it. So we are currently making an exception for our bunnies.
They don't reproduce anyway.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a concern at all. If you're interested in bunnies, we are willing to adopt them out unfixed as long as we have you sign a waiver. So it is no big deal. We've done our best. We have a couple of kind of bunny experts on staff that have done their best to sex them. But if you have more bunny knowledge than us, please be my guest and come correct us. But like I said, they all have great personalities, all range of sizes. We do have some that are almost like dwarf-sized bunnies, and some that are very big and stretch out and look all cute. So,
if you just get one bunny, then you're okay.
oh yeah, one would be no big deal as long as you have the space to let them out, let them roam, and you keep their space clean. They're gonna be happy bunnies.
Okay, what about the dogs and cats that you got? Are they just been included into the general population here?
So the bunnies and the cats were all surrendered by the owners. So they are slowly, the cats are in the works getting fixed and being, actually I think a few of them are in here on the adoption floor already. Dogs on the other hand, they did not surrender any of the dogs, so they are all on court hold. A few of them are more scared than others, but honestly everybody's doing really well, all things considered. If you did see the pictures on Facebook, it was pretty rough conditions. Even cats were crated in what I would consider like ferret or rat cages, where they were like tall, with levels. It's just not necessary. I've never seen, I mean, we cage ours here because it's for safety reasons, but in a home I've never witnessed that. So, and then their dogs, the dogs were kept in cages, and the cages were stacked on top of each other. So when like one would go potty, it would leak onto the other one. It was rough. It was rough. But they're definitely, again, the dogs are much happier now. They're cleaner now.
So they are here, but they just can't be adopted.
Correct. But we I know we're sending a few. One's already in a foster home. We're looking for a foster for one of the puppies because that age is really hard for them to be here. So if you're interested in fostering, helping us out with that, definitely reach out. Every dog, cat, and bunny that's out of here is less work for us to do throughout the day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So this is
I get
Miss.
stuck though.
This is Miss Porsche. She is just one of many kitties we've gotten from hoarding situations. And when I say hoarding, I usually just mean like just way too many cats in one home. Not anything crazy. We've had hoarding cases where it's like just 8 cats in a really small home. But anyways, so she came to us. She had babies. So she had to go to foster, and somebody had to help her raise her babies. And then when she got all done with that, she came back here. We had to wait for her to dry up, and then she got fixed. And now she is fixed and ready to go home. She does have a spicy kitty sign on her kennel because right after her surgery, ooh, was she mad at us? She was not having it. She said, you guys trapped me, and you drugged me, and you cut me open. Hello? Come over here. And you cut me open. So she was not very happy with us. But ever since her couple days of recovery, we made sure she got her pain meds and everything. She's been great. And she is a good eater. Let me tell you, she will like pretty much eat this whole bowl as soon as you put it in front of her. So if you're one that free feeds your cats, watch out. She's gonna probably get pretty chunky. She did come from a home with other cats. So far here, she's 50-50. Sometimes she's fine with other cats, and sometimes she's like, I don't really want that cat around me. So take that with a little bit of a warning. But otherwise, I mean, she's sweet, she's loving, she's curious, she's young. So she definitely deserves a good home and to get out of here and be fed lots of treats and yummies.
Okay.
Hi, Purr Box. So this little one is Miss Ava. She is still just a baby kitten. She is not fixed yet. But she's in here in the living room so that she can potentially meet an adopter anyways. She came to us all by herself. She was probably only 5 or 6 weeks old at the time. Yeah, she just walked right up. No, I just mean no litter mates, no mom, nothing like that. A woman came in and she said, this cat was under my car. She won't leave me alone. Something. And we're like, because we don't take every single feral stray cat that's out on the streets, right? But she's like, no, it's a baby, it's a kitten, I'm worried her mom got hit and, something like that. So okay, let's go see her. And it's this just little black fluff ball, So we couldn't say no, it was one of those situations. So we bring her to the back. We get started on her, intake and bringing her in. And she's just been a sweetheart. The first like week or so, she just wanted to be held. And I mean held like a baby. Like flip her over, hold her like a baby. And she'd let you. Now she's got a little more spunk, a little more energy. She's a little more like crazy girl. But still a super sweetheart. So yes, she's not fixed yet, so an adoption can't be finalized, but I still recommend that somebody come meet her and take this sweet girl home.
walking a dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog, I ain't thinking about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking the dog.